went into Big Lots the other day. Now, I haven't been to Big Lots in a while, and usually I'm overwhelmed by the small space and the off-brand products haphazardly arranged in said small space. However, this Big Lots surprised me pleasantly. In contrast from the Big Lots of my past, this Big Lots was spacious, and if I might say so myself, well arranged. You see, right as you enter the store, you are greeted by the most glorious sign. $3 books. Now, I'm not dumb enough to expect, quality literature from this store. I mean, I don't expect classics, and I don't expect books that were previously of high sales value and potential and now are not. Or even, the Bible. However, that's exactly what I found. Copies of Great Expectations and several books that I know were on display at Barnes & Noble for, bestsellers, but, aren't anymore. Yes, I can remember what books were on display in Barnes & Noble. Don't judge. I know you can do the exact same thing. And yes, even the Bible. One book that was listed of previous high sales value and sales potential, Burnin' Up, on tour with the Jonas Brothers, previously priced for $21.99. Now $3. The much-anticipated 8th installment of Gossip Girl, previously I have no idea what the previous price was for, and I really don't care. Now $3. I also saw a novel by Alice Sebold, and upon seeing the name, I was overcome with the inexplicable urge to chuck it across the room. And I was confused. So I read further past the author's name to find the source of my seemingly innate hatred. Alice Sebold is the author of The Lovely Bones. The Lovely Bones. There's so much wasted time and potential. And here was another Sebold novel, sure to be as golden as the first. Now $3. But whilst perusing the various picture books and romance novels, I happened upon the greatest, most unexpected discovery of all time. An abundance of Catherines! Now $3! Oh my Rowling. Being the paranoid goob that I am, I snatched it up before anyone else in the store could grab it. This was completely unnecessary because I was in Big Lots. And the population of Big Lots is 10. So it could probably be broken down into the following. 2 people that actually work at Big Lots, more or less. 1 guy that was waiting for this one lady who was in the home goods section. An Asian man that was browsing the DVDs. 2 ladies that were reclining in the recliners in the furniture section. 1 small child, my mom, and, of course, me. Not to mention, I was probably the only one within about 20 feet of the book section. To even further nullify my haste, I looked across from where I was standing, and the bin contained 4 more Catherine. There was an abundance of Catherine. It was blowing my mind. Now, I didn't stop to think how this textual work of art found itself next to the ugly portrait of Sebold-authored Shame, or even how this literary goldmine found itself in the proximity of a washed-up pop biography, or even how it was in the same bin as the Bible. Not that I don't like the Bible, however, the Bible was priced for $8 and inaccurately placed in the $3 book bin, which made me feel religiously beleaguered. But there they were, sent from God to Big Lots to grace the lesser books it surrounded, and hoping to one day grace the eyes of a Big Lots shopper. And I was going to own one for $3. Now, I am a huge Green fan, and that was a non-specific statement because of my impartial love for both Hank and John Green, but I've never owned a John Green novel. I've read all of them, and that includes Looking for Alaska and Abundance of Catherines, Paper Towns, with the exception of Let It Snow and Will Grayson, which, might I point out, are collaborative novels and should not count against me when considering my level of fandom. But I am including The Potential Glory that was John's zombie apocalypse novella, which was read aloud in a vlog and also converted to text on the interwebs. But I'm proud to say that that day in Big Lots, I was able to purchase my first John Green novel. 1 down, 3 to go. If you were doing the math, that was the 2 John Green authored novels and then also Will Grayson, but not Let It Snow, and also not the Zombie Apocalypse novella, which regrettably will not be published if you were doing the math.